Hey everybody, welcome back. Falcon, Renowned Explorers International Society, episode number 2. That's a big mouthful of a name too. I'm just gonna cut it down to Renowned Explorers from now on. Anyway, if you have not checked out episode number 1, go back and take a look at it right now. We cover more of the basics of the game. If you want to learn how it plays out a bit, definitely check that out, because right now I'm done with the tutorializing. We're just gonna go forward, have some fun, and go on with the expedition over here. We have 2 jumps left over. Here is our goal. We're gonna go 1 and 2, and then wrap up this mission over here. So let's get this one out of the way. This is going to be for gold, it says seem, so we shouldn't really find any sort of threat here. Sometimes you're just lucky. Charles was getting pretty bored as Harry was planning the next step and started picking up pebbles to skim on a lake. By chance, Charles' 5th pebble was actually an old Viking coin. A small sack of coins was lying nearby. Great. So we got some merchant tokens as well. Perfect. And we have 1 more jump left over. I would have loved to acquire this over here, which is going to get us some research tokens, status tokens, and also a cultural challenge. But if we make this jump, we cannot make it to the goal of our expedition. That would be game over, I think. I've never run out of food on an expedition, but I have to imagine it's probably game over, right? You need supplies to survive, and when you run out of supplies, your crew starts to weaken considerably with every area explored. Oh, it's not game over, but you get weaker. We have a fight, a boss fight coming up over here, so I want to be in my full strength for that one, so let's just jump to it now. The Viking boat must be nearby. Once you get there, this expedition will come to an end. Yes, onwards. Alrighty. Boats and bullies. We should be able to meet right now our main quote-unquote antagonist of the game itself, which I'll discuss here pretty soon, but let's read onwards for now. The crew rushes towards this amazing find. It will surely skyrocket your reputation at the Renowned Explorers Society. The crew is stopped by a familiar face, and the French explorer Riffalot, #1 in the most promising explorers rankings, he laughs. He's French, right? Okay, let me see if I can do a French accent here. That's gonna go pretty bad. Thank you, amateur. How very lucky you are to find... I don't think it's French at all. No, that's not French at all. How very lucky you are to find this fine Viking boat just after me. Under Rule 24B of the Explorer Mandate, fellow explorers should help each other out. That's not French, and I'm going to stop right now. That's terrible. I'm so terrible with accents. I wish I could be good with them, but I'm really bad. And I really need this treasure to affirm my #1 position. I'm just going to stop because I'm just making a fool of myself at this point. Your help would not be forgotten? Well, maybe. Riffalot continues. Let me try it one more time. Most unfortunate. Maybe you should talk to my intelligent and diplomatic scientist, Lady Cassandra Shafiq. I'm positive that she'll handle the situation with utmost respect while I take the vessel. Ha-ha. Is that better? I think the ha-ha kind of adds a lot to the entire accent here, but anyway, I'm done with the accents. No more. That was pretty bad. I will admit it myself. Riffalot works as the main antagonist. Essentially, he's gonna go over here and underhandedly grab the treasure that you found. As you can imagine, he's probably made his way to the #1 spot in the guild, doing that same tactic over and over and over. Right now, we have to actually fight him off, or not fight him off, but he's gonna send one of his compatriots after us, which happens to be Cassandra. Hello, my fellow renowned explorers. Why such a hurry, no? Let's discuss this matter at an easy, civilized pace, yes? She's not letting you pass, and we have to fight her. Okay. I fought her in Iron Man mode. She is a bit tough, and if she gets you in a combination with her goons, it could be game over really, really fast. So let's find out here really quickly what's going to happen. We have a few different options of actually taking her down. If we do this in a friendly manner, Cassandra is pleased with your diplomatic approach. Devious manner, Cassandra appreciates that you don't resort to violence. An aggressive approach, Cassandra thinks you're a brute. So, honestly, I'm not sure if anything this really matters. So I'm just going to take him down whichever way seems a bit more better for me. Probably aggressive or devious, I would say. Friendly, I don't really want to risk buffing them up. So I'm thinking aggressive more than likely. I beat her in a friendly manner off camera, and I don't really remember getting much of a reward for that. So, I mean, she talked to me nice after we were done, but that's about it. Again, we're not going to kill her. We're not killing each other here. This is not a killing game. That's why you do the whole speech attacks and everything like that. So, you know, she's still a part of a guild member. The only problem is she happens to be with Riffalot, who happens to be a scumbag. Alrighty. First and foremost, you want to get rid of this pincer attack. So these 2 guys right here should be our #1 targets, and then we'll kind of lure them towards us, and hopefully get a better advantage so we don't get comboed to death over here. Or not to death, but to defeat, I guess I should say. So let's start this off here really quickly. The goons are not hard. They will actually fall with only 1 attack. The problem is that there's so many of them they can actually start comboing you over and over, and that's the really big fear. So with Dolores, let's actually come over here really quickly. And if we're going to go with the aggressive assault, I said we start off now. Aggressive, Boomski. I don't care if you think ill of me, Cassandra, because you made the wrong choice when you decided to follow Riffalot. So we are going to go with the brutal attack here. Oh, which is actually pretty good. It's going to give us 20 plus speech defense. So any attacks that these people throw at us in terms of speech related, we're actually going to take less damage from. So that's pretty good because I'm pretty sure Cassandra does a bunch of speech attacks. So that's going to help us out quite a bit early on. Alrighty, so one person down. I did this because Harry has a long-range attack, and I'm pretty sure if I move Harry over here, we should be able to shoot this guy and get him out of the way. Now, Charles, can you get up there? No. So it's definitely going to have to be Harry over here. Alrighty, so I'm thinking up to here. That should be enough for an attack. There we go. And we'll continue just go with the aggressive approach here. Boom. Haha. I mean, the first episode we did the friendly one, right? This time we're doing the brute assault, just to give you a little bit of variety here on the attacks as well. So that's done with. We want them coming towards us so we can kind of take the advantage. So we're going to have Charles just drop back. We could buff ourselves up here a little bit. Let's see. Nah, this is still going to heal us, really. Which we don't need any healing right now. No, I'm going to hold off on that one. We do have the group insult, though, which could actually attack all these guys that are in my range. Are they? No. Not in my range just yet. So if they get in my range, we should be able to launch 2 attacks here, assuming they're together. So we'll keep that in mind. Let's see here, then. We are just going to move back for now. So let's just retreat. And that's going to end our turn. And we'll let them come to us, and then we'll just try to gather them up here really easily. She's scary. She's terrifying. She could she'll hit you with like a status effect, or not really a status effect, more of a speech attack, and then everybody else will just gang up on you, combo you to death. Kind of terrifying. So as long as you actually just keep away initially, you should be fine. I don't think we can still hit these guys, right? Oh, we can. We can hit both of them already. The problem with doing this is he's gonna stay right there. This is not going to be enough to kill both of these guys, mind you. So they're still going to get attacks off on us. Well, let's give it a try, whatever. I'm pretty sure anyway, that by doing this now, we are going to get knockouts on both of them. Cassandra will probably launch an attack on Charles, and then these 2 goons will follow it up. But as long as it's not like too big of a combo, we should be fine. And again, we do have this long-range attack with Harry too. Now, with Dolores, we want to move forward and get our knockout here, I would probably imagine. Right? Yeah. Because Harry could get a knockout over here. Let's see, how far is your attack? 1, 2, 3. So if I moved you down here, 1, 2, 3, that should be enough for Harry. Remember, Harry is the glass cannon, so he could take a lot of damage from Cassandra if she attacks me physically. If she attacks me with speech, we should be fine because right now we're at 33 defense because of the boost going on in the map here. I'm almost considering doing this then. Let's move Dolores down here. Just to kind of strong-arm this whole situation. We'll go with a knockout over on this side. And we're going to follow it up with Harry taking care of the guy next to her, but a little bit farther away so he doesn't take more than 1 attack if anything does happen right now. So this should be enough for him to get forward. We will get the shot off over here and get him out of the way. So the other person really in danger right now would be Dolores, but I do believe the goons are far enough they're not going to get to me in 1 turn anyway. So the only attack we should be taking is Cassandra. I'm not sure who she's going to go with. I do believe she could attack anybody at this point, though, at this range, I should say. So let's go ahead and end our turn and see how she plays this one out. Going after... Yep, my glass... No, going after Charles. Alright. He's a little bit infatuated right now, which could be a problem. And what are you doing? Same thing, right? Okay. So they're going for speech, and as you can see, the damage is so low because of the 20 plus speech defense going on right now. Now, can I attack with Charles right now? I can. We're not complete... Yeah, we're not completely impressed. What's happened right now with the impressed thing is we could get enchanted to the point that we don't want to actually fight in our team anymore, and we'll be helping them out instead, so we want to definitely keep that from happening. So right now, I'm thinking as good as it would be to actually take care of these goons, maybe we just go on a full-on assault with Cassandra over here. Yeah. So, let's go for that one. So we'll move back here with Dolores. Doesn't really matter where you attack him from. It's still a 100% chance to hit, thankfully, because she should have some low defense. Either that or her grid is pretty low, so that's going to help us out. She's gonna have how much left over? 61. Okay, we could possibly take her out in one round here, hopefully. But I'm gonna try this out with you from back here for now. We'll take our shot here, 100% chance to hit. Okay, 33. She's got a lot of HP on her. Now, here's the question. Can Charles defeat this woman in one attack? She's got 28 spirit left over. I honestly do not think you can. Her attack power was 25, yours is 23. No, we cannot take her out in one round. We need 2 rounds for this one. That's a problem, because she's going to probably try to impress Charles again or something like that. So what we could do to help ourselves out here a little bit is take this guy out with Charles so we don't get more combos happening, because we're not going to take her out in one attack. So we move Charles down here. He's also going to get some power boosted up with this little effect going on over here. It's going to be, what is it? Oh, +5 expedition on this, or +5 speech on this expedition. From this little map, anyway, I should say. Alright, the attack. Get him out of the way. Get him out of the way, my friend. Oh, boy. He is impressed, actually, isn't he? No, there we go. That was kind of weird. It wasn't letting me attack him. Alright, so he's down. Perfect. Alright. And that's going to be it for us. Let's end our turn. Now, they could team up on Charles. More than likely, that's what they're doing. Okay. I'm in a friendly mood now. But, that's alright. The speech defense is definitely helping us out quite a bit. Again, we should be fine. We're golden right now. Alrighty. So, we should be able to finish it off with Charles here, I would say, right? 100% chance to hit? Yeah, this is it. So, Cassandra, I'm gonna be the brute here and just knock you out, baby. Kind of a cutie pie. Oh, no, the goon doesn't have to be brought down after all. Cassandra thinks I'm a brute. We got 2 tokens here. Again, had I done this in the friendly manner, I would have got an extra token for more status and gold, but, you know, it felt that the brute attack would actually help us out more because it gave us speech defense, which actually kept ourselves and spirits pretty high, so that's actually pretty good. So we'll leave now. Cassandra is livid. Barbarian, how dare you attack during a civilized conversation? People like you are the reason the gods left us. As she leaves to follow Riffalot, who has already disappeared with the Viking ship. But while storming away furiously, she accidentally drops the map. Okay. When I did this off camera, I did it in a friendly manner, and she just handed the map over, and she was, mad. So is that really the only difference, just a different event? I'm not sure if there's going to be some sort of long-term implication, but there it is. So we got a treasure map now. You left with the cryptic treasure map. Its meaning is pretty cryptic. Oh, no wonder, because it's a cryptic treasure map, it happens to be pretty cryptic. Gotcha. Everyone takes a look. The treasure map is passed around. After investigating it, the crew states their interpretations of the treasure map. A treasure is buried deep underground, far away from here. It points to a difficult-to-reach area, or a landmark on the map the locals might recognize. So I think this might actually encourage the type of map that we'll probably be looking forward to next. But let's see, who do we want to go with here? Buried treasure, difficult-to-reach area, or a landmark on the map the locals might recognize. I'm going to say landmark on the map. Charles thinks it's nonsense not to use the knowledge of the locals and goes smooching with them. The campaign quickly yields results. Not only is your cause much supported, but by stringing the stories together, you infer the location of the hidden treasure. Fantastic! And we got some treasure now. Ooh, we got the green runestone. 25 more renown, 1 insight point. We also got 3 campaign points, which we have a lot of already, and 5 study tokens as well. Perfect. Add it all up in there, my friends. There you go. With this last find, your expedition still concludes on a high note. However, it's clear that you want to be the most renowned explorer. You have to beat Riffalot. Now it's personal. Back to London. Alrighty, Highlands are going to be explored and done. Excellent. That's going to be our first one. So, as you can see, we are now known as aggressive. Because of your actions, you've built a reputation for being aggressive. Which I think is pretty kind of shitty, you know. I beat her in an aggressive manner, sure, but well, we did actually one. We did a fight in a friendly manner, and then we did 2 fights in aggressive. Yeah, I guess it kind of evens, or doesn't even out. It does leer towards aggressive more than anything, but whatever. These are the treasures that we acquired. We got the Viking Shield, which happens to be a rank C treasure, and the Green Runestone also happens to be a C one. In Iron Man mode, I had an A rank treasure after the first expedition here, but, you know, RNG base, what can you do? We also got 117 gold from all the tokens that we acquired, 348 status, 37 research, 120 renown, and 2 resolves, and these are all the tokens that we actually turned into this right here. Perfect. Alrighty. Small discoveries, exotic locations uncovered in the Icelandic Isles by promising explorer Harry Walker. That's me. Explorer Society board members are excited at the progress of this awesome autocrat. Most renowned explorer, Matteo Riffalot, 2,500. We're over here at 120, so as you can see, we have a long way to go. Quite a long way to go indeed. Let's close this off. Back in London. A magnificent job. The board of the Renowned Explorers International Society is impressed by your exploration skills in the Highlands. For this achievement, Chairman Pinkerton gives you an upgrade to your airship, which allows you to carry more supplies. Excellent. What we got here? More supplies. Nice. We got the badge. 3 more supplies, which means we could jump to 3 more extra maps now, and maps as well, which is pretty good. Take this treasure up. Pinkerton tells you, we're pleased that you're aiming to become the #1 explorer. However, I wonder if you can beat the already successful Riffalot. We hope that you will uncover many secrets in your endeavors. The Society has many leads as to where secrets may lie in wait. You can do 4 more expeditions before the most renowned explorer is elected, so make them count. Ah, so you only have 4 different maps to check out before they make their call. I get you. So it kind of limits you in that regard. I get you. Okay. I didn't read that before. Big surprise. Successfully complete expeditions to access new expeditions. Got it. You gather your thoughts to determine your course of action. And this will tell you about the tokens that we've acquired over here so far. Spend your research tokens to unlock technologies. Engage your or exchange your insight to other resources in the city. Spend your status to acquire an entourage. Spend your gold in shops and go on more prestigious expeditions. And repeat until you beat that French clown, Riffalot. That seems to be all you need to know to become the world's most renowned explorer. Time to prepare for your next adventure. Alrighty. Yes, I got it. Okay. And here's where we actually get to use our tokens to have a little bit more fun and buy some equipment as well while we're at it. So let's get into it really quickly. We're going to start off by using up our insight. So with the insight tokens, you actually get to use these in different areas to actually acquire more status, more money, or more research points. We're actually really low on research, which I'm not too happy about because this unlocks a bunch of stuff through here, as you can see. So with the research points, we have 37. Right now it's going to cost us 10 to unlock either preparation or chronicles. I went with preparation the first time around, which is going to be, let's see, starting this project, you'll gain +2 to study when you do a study job with insight on the world map, and complete all research on this project will gain 1 extra token from each job. Alright, so that's going to be for the jobs over here. But the ones over here are going to be pretty good. Tools of the trade. Start every expedition with 1 tool, which you can use to improve your chances on the adventure wheel. Remember, the adventure wheel is that one event that triggers with the percent chance involved with it. So essentially, we could use these tools to improve the success chance on those little RNG wheels that actually kind of turn and turn and turn. So that's pretty good to have. This is going to give us 1 more extra insight every time you finish an expedition. Opening doors, upgrading shops and entourages. Alright, so over here you get to use your research tokens that you've acquired. Right now, the very first one's going to cost us only 10. So we can unlock preparation or unlock chronicles. I went with preparation last time around because I do like the ones that it has over here a little bit more. So for instance, tools of the trade, start every expedition with 1 tool, which can be used to improve your chances on the adventure wheel. And remember, the adventure wheel is that little wheel that actually triggers whenever you have a % chance at a random event. So if we have some tools involved with it, we might have a higher success chance to actually win. Those little RNG wheels that pop up. And this is going to be for what? Insightful expedition. Gain 1 more insight every time you finish an expedition. And again, more insight means more jobs for more tokens for us. So really good. But the one I really like though is over here. Field rations. You gain 2 more supplies to your capacity, which means we'll actually be able to travel more around the map of an island because we have more supplies to actually, spread around. So I like that one a lot. Over here in Chronicles, let's see. Ooh, 2 more resolve could be pretty useful. Tales to tell, 25% more gold and 25% more status from fights. Exploit emotions. You can choose 1 emotion that will have a stronger effect. A selection window will pop up immediately, so look at your crew members while you still can. Huh. And this will be 50% more gold and status from encounters, so this will be mostly a fighting type of skill tree. I get you. Yeah, let's go with unlock preparation then. And we have 20 now for the next unlock, and we have 27, so we only have 1 more available. I guess I'm going to go with tools of the trade. Next one's going to be 30, and I want to get the supplies one over here. But we only have 7, so we need 23 more tokens to make this happen. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's go back now. And since we have a bunch of status, let's go ahead and hire ourselves some Entourage here. Now, the Entourage. Remember, we found an Entourage that joined us in that map that we were at just last island over, right? Which was the lobbyist. And he gives us 1 of 3 more status from each campaign token that we get. So now we have an option here. We want to go with more lobbyists. We could do merchants, which will give us more money, and students, which will give us more study points. I'm going to go with students because I really do like the research tree. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this up here. We'll do 1. And let's see, we could actually upgrade these guys. So if you run out of, like, say, students, I could go ahead and upgrade this, and it'll give me another pool of students to actually choose from. And special is going to be actually really expensive, but let's see, we have Shark, Super Sewer. Gain 1 extra collect token if you resolve an encounter in a devious way. Lady Vaduva. Gain 1 extra campaign if you resolve an encounter in a devious way. Interesting. So these would be more specific for encounters as well. I gotcha. Alrighty, let's stick with the helpers for now, though, and let's do... I guess we'll do 1 more student. And we have recruited all of them, so now we have to upgrade this if we want more students. We still have 260 left over here. Maybe we pick up a specialist after all. We have a bunch of status points anyway. Yeah, so what are we more liable to do? Devious or friendly? I would probably say devious than friendly. I kind of avoid friendly for the most part. So this gives me 1 more extra campaign token, and it's going to be for money. So do we want money or a little mixture of both? Specialist 2 would have to actually spend some upgrade money on. Let's do that. We'll upgrade to number 2. Come over here. Okay, here we go. +1 and +2 to collect whenever a level 2 to 5 tactician succeeds on the adventure wheel. Oh, it's going to be adventure wheel based though. Interesting. So yeah, we might want to stick to specialist. I'm going to go with Lady Vaduva then. I'll pick her up. And we're down to 60, which is going to be enough for... Oh, hey! We have traders now. Yeah, never seen this one before. Again, I'm not really too far in this game off camera myself, so this is kind of new to me unlocking this. I didn't really have too many status points on my first time around, so this time I do have a lot of them, so I'm actually just throwing them around. Journalists. More status from encounters and more gold from encounters. Merchants, more gold from collecting. Let's go ahead and grab the other student because I do want to grab that study. Alright, there we go. So, let's go back now. Pretty good so far, I would say. What else do we have to spend? We have a bit of money to throw around, and we also want to use up our insight. Let's use up our insight to actually acquire some more research points, I'm going to say, so we could actually get that upgrade for the supplies that I wanted. So, let's see here. You will acquire 3 tokens, you will acquire 3, and you will acquire 3. So, this will be based on their skills and overall tactics, but since I guess none of them really excel at this for the most part, we're just getting the default 3, right? So I guess we'll have Charles go ahead and do his thing. And we got 24 more points, which should be enough for the upgrade that I wanted. Here we go. Supplies up to 2 more. So if I'm right, look at that. We have 12 supplies now for each expedition. Perfect. Now, what's left over here, I'm going to say we dump it into money. So we'll do a few classes for cash. Combat token, 1 token, and 2 tokens. I guess we'll use Harry. 24 more gold. And we have 1 more insight. Do we want to go for more gold or what? Well, let's go to the shop here really quickly. Shop's going to be right here. Alrighty. Let's see if we want to buy something really quick. Probably, since Harry's a glass cannon, we might as well just pump him up even further in his attacks and just make sure we just ignore armor, keep him in the back row and have him attack from afar, and just really strong, I would imagine. This is actually a pretty good item, though. The decent boots will give you +5 grit for your scouts, which happens to be Harry's specialty. And the grit makes it so that whenever he does get attacked, he has a higher chance of evading that attack because of his high grit skill, which he already has a pretty significant amount of. So I'm thinking we definitely do buy this for him. It's going to cost us 50. Let's bring the rusty ring over here. We don't need that anymore. We will sell this bad boy off, and we'll equip that one right here. Okay, so now he's up to 34, which means 25% chance of evading an enemy's ability altogether. Pretty good. We're down to 96. We have a few trinkets over here. I'm going to go with offense, though. Speech power 3, attack power 1. So do we want to continue with the aggressive path or no? So we could basically kind of forge ourselves here how we want to go with this one. This will give us 3 speech power, but only 1 regular attack power for physical assaults, and then the decent gloves will be the opposite of that one. So, it's based on what we want to go with here. I'm thinking he's already at 32 speech and 30 attack power. Might as well go with, I'll be honest with you, I like the aggressive approach already, so I'm going to go with the decent gloves. This will be most of our money right now, but I'm thinking buffing him up is going to be pretty ideal, because we want to keep him away from battle anyway. So we'll go ahead and bring this over here. We will sell this off, and go ahead and equip that. By the way, the status points that we've been using up, you can also use it to upgrade the shop, so that's going to be really important. Status is going to be so important in this game because it's going to be used for upgrades, not only for your entourage, but also for shops and different other things you can use over here. So I think we're done. All we have is just one more insight point to use, and I guess we'll probably drop it into... I guess one more research will probably do for us. So, or should we go with the status? 1 token, 2 tokens, 1 token. Not really that good of a payoff. I'll go with the research after all. There we go. Brings us up to 17, and we're up to 18. Not enough to unlock anything else, but I think we're ready. So that's actually pretty good. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and level up our people and get ready for the next expedition over. Do we want Tenacious perk? Let's see, attack power and defensive ability. And this is going to be Quick Thinker, Unpredictable. It's going to be at speech power and grit. I kind of like this one. Tenacious, yeah. So we'll unlock Tenacious for her. Great. And then we have Harry with one skill upgrade as well. Do we want to continue with the Rogue? Bluffing, so it's going to be unlocked next. Or we could do Beguiler, Storytelling. I kind of want to swap it out a little bit, so I think Beguiler could be pretty useful. Because we already have Rogue and Diplomat on him. Maybe get him like a jack of all trades, so we'll do Beguiler. That's going to increase our grid and our speech power. That's good enough. Alrighty, there you go, and we are done. We're going to wrap it up here for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like to support. It does mean a lot. We will pick up tomorrow, more than likely, and go on a next expedition now that we have everybody leveled up here a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will catch you next time.